Jibuno, Ezenwa.
Yes.
You're the one that brought Jibuno Jose to court. Why?
Because he's denying that he's not my father.
But your mother told you he's your father.
Yes, my lord.
What do you have to say to that?
Your worship, I'm not the father. Because I had a relationship with the mother in 1982. And he was delivered in 1984, June. I know that the gestation period for humans is 9 months or something other, maybe a month or less. So that is why I said I'm not the father.
But I could see in your statement you spoke. Where did you grow up?
From his family, from his house.
So what happened? How did that come about?
Okay. The problem is when he was delivered in 1984, my attention was called. I told them that I'm not the father. Then the two families met, my family and the family. They now decided that we should confirm it with a test. So since then, and when I said it's not my son, my father supported me. I told my father what happened. My father now said that they should not bring him to the family house. But when my father died, people started telling my mother, how many children do you have? You have only 2 children. Why not go and take it? Since they say it's your son. My mother went and took the child to our family house. And I keep on telling my mother that it's not my son. My mother kept me quiet. So I don't know what I'm saying. When he's of school age, then my senior brother, Mr. Chibuno, lives in Lagos here. Then when he came home, my mother told him to carry Ezinwa and put him in school. Then they put Ezinwa in school. So when my senior brother went for course in 1992, he took Ezinwa and came to his good friend, Major Labaran, now retired Major General Labaran. When my brother died, he didn't come back for the course. Labaran called me to come and pick Ezinwa. I told him that it's not my son, that I will not. Then Labaran now returned Ezinwa to my mother. Then I started living with my mother. My mother called me that I should start paying his school fees. My mother, whatever he says, nobody disagrees with her. I started paying his school fees. So in my mother's house, he was stealing all those stuff. My mother was bearing it. The what breaks the camel's back was when my mother's senior sister died. We were preparing for her burial. The money I brought for my mother to do the useful, buying goat and all those stuff, everyone stole the money. So I was in my office. One of my friends sent me a message from the village that my mother had been weeping for the past 3 days. That my attention is needed in the village. And I went. When I got there, to my greatest surprise, my mother knelt down. I said, Mama, stand up. He said he's very sorry. That is now believed that Ezinwa is not my son. Because none of us, none of the children steals. But Ezinwa has been stealing. Look at what the money we gave her to do for the sister that he has stolen it. And I kept quiet. I left her. He finished secondary school. When he finished secondary school, I now called my mother. That it's time for Ezinwa to go and bring the mother so that we go for the test that the family agreed earlier. I called Ezinwa. Where is your mother? He said, my mother is in Ondo State. I said, you should get ready to go to Ondo State to go and bring your mother for the test that we agreed earlier. So I now calculated money, gave to him so that you bring the mother. And the money I gave him is enough for him to go to Ondo State and for him and the mother to come back for the test. I never saw the mother till today that I'm talking. Ezinwa now.
Did you go?
Yes, my lord.
Or your mother didn't follow you?
He told me that he's my father.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I didn't see her. Then Ezinwa now start living elsewhere. At times he will come to the compound. If there's any ripe fruit, then he pluck it and dash it to people. I kept quiet, left him. Then we were having off and on. One day I just came out from my gate. I saw Ezinwa. What are you looking for here? He said he has come back for his father's house. Who is your father? Where's your mother? Our last discussion is that you go and get your mother. Where is she? He didn't say anything. And now he invited the police. The police arrested him. I followed them to the station. I made my statement and told the police that it's not my son, that we told him to go and get his mother, and he didn't bring the mother. Then the police warned him to stay clear from me. They should go and get the mother as we scheduled. He left from that place.
When was that?
I can't remember, but
Up to a year.
it's more than 15 years I'm talking now.
Okay.
So they have been off and on in the village. So what now made him to come out now is that our community, in our own this village, we are sharing land to the sons of the village. He now came out. He wrote his name. They called my attention. I told her, I've given you my children's name, 2 of them. He said, what of Ezinwa? I said, Ezinwa is not my son. Then the village now said, we should go for test to ascertain the father. So they had the land sharing committee. Then the head now took us to Asaba. When we got there, we did a blood test. In the blood test, our blood differed. Is B plus, and myself am O plus. The land committee, they are not satisfied. They now say that the end is to do DNA test. We said, okay. You know, it's expensive. But we went there. When we got there, they took our samples. And when it got to the point of pain, I told them, please, that I should go back and maybe tomorrow I will bring the money. So I went around, got the money and paid this thing. So they now did our DNA test. So the DNA test, when it came out, they called. I went there. They brought out the test. The test says that I have no relationship with him. That the paternity relationship is 0. 0%. I called him. I gave him a copy. I took a copy. He was not satisfied. He now petitioned to the justice court. That is why we are here this morning.
Do you have anything to say to that?
Yes, my lord.
What do you have to say?
When I was born into the family. I don't know anybody else. They said, this is my father. And that was where I have been staying till 2002 when I finished my secondary school. I was staying with my uncle, Major S.A., late Major S.A. Jibono. He died in plane crash 1992. So when he now died, I was staying with his friend, Captain Labaran Sule. So he now brought me back home to my place. So I now started staying with my grandmother. He didn't allow me to stay with him. I now started staying with my grandmother. I was now schooling at my grandmother's place. When I finished my primary school, I now entered secondary school. When I finished the secondary school, that was year 2002, I was still in that place. So before he got married to another woman. I've been going to holidays in their place many times. So when I finished my secondary school now, he now said that it's not my father. He now started complaining that it's not my father, that I should go and look that I should go and call my mother so that they will do DNA test. And I told him, okay, that I know where my mother stays now. So he now gave me money. He only gave me transport for myself. I now came to Ondo Akure. I now met my mother. My mother started telling me that what is wrong with me. That doesn't mean that she doesn't know my father. That she has told me who is my father, and I've been living there till now. That why now? So she just called that joke. I was telling her that this thing is serious. He said that I should go. So that was why I now left.
When you came back, did you report back to him that?
Yes, I reported back.
And did you call your mom after that to let her know that it's very serious,
yes,
and it's even giving you a lot of problem within the family?
Yes, ma'am.
And she still refused to come out?
Yes.
Okay.
Then you didn't? It was not later like 2 years, 3 years. I was not hearing from her since 2004 till now. I've not seen her. You don't
have her phone number?
Her phone number then was it's not going again. No more.
How old are you now?
I'm 41 years old now.
41. Okay, you're an adult. Okay, then where she was living in Ondo, you couldn't trace her to that place?
I later went back to that place. They said that she has packed out, that she's no more there again.
So your mother has abandoned you?
And I didn't see her again. Whether she's dead or alive, I don't know.
How about her siblings?
They are all dead. I only have one, the wife to my uncle. She stays at Erawo.
So when you went to that one, what did she tell you?
That one is the uncle to the one that's known my mother. But the one that's known my mother is still dead now.
The surviving one, have you reached out to that one to ask after your mom's?
There's no more surviving ones from my mother.
Even that one too has died?
Yes.
Okay. Have you submitted yourself for test at Justice Court before?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And the result of the one that you submitted, yes, you've seen that one before?
Yes, ma'am.
That's the one that was taken at Asaba. And it's the probability of paternity is 0%. You've seen that before? Okay, let him have a look at it again. I just want to be sure. This is the one that's the one that was submitted.
Yeah, I'm with it here, sir.
You've seen this before?
Yes, I'm with it here.
Yeah, with it as well. Okay. So now we're going to have the result for our own. But if the result says it's your child, you take up the responsibility, right?
If the results,
If you are convinced that you are the biological father,
if the results at this court say it's my child, I will know that there's a mix-up somewhere. Because
you repeat the test somewhere else.
yes, what we now do is that
And
here
if
in
you
this
repeat,
court,
wait, if you repeat that test, I don't know what the result is
Okay.
as well, up to now.
okay,
And if you now repeat the result again somewhere else, and
Yeah.
it turns out that that child is yours, what happens?
I pay.
You take up the responsibility.
Yes.
That's all I want to know.
Yes.
Because I don't know, it's going to be either here or there.
Yes.
But what I'm trying to say is, your problem with him right now is the fact that you need to be convinced that that is your child.
Yes.
At any moment along the line, whether here or somewhere else, you are able to confirm that it belongs to you. You take up the responsibility towards him as a father, right?
That when it is confirmed and I'm
Are you
convinced,
not listening
yes,
to me? You have to have an open mind. Do you understand?
yes,
Because you are not a baby. Listen to what I'm saying. At any point in time, I said whether here or somewhere else, you are able to be convinced and you are able to confirm that the boy is your biological child. You will take up the responsibility towards him,
okay,
right?
yes.
Do we have the representative of the Leeds Diagnostic Center here?
Yes, I'm
Thank you.
welcome.
Ezinwa, I've not seen the results. If the result says he's your dad, humble yourself. If you repeat it somewhere else, at any point, if you decide to take you up, humble yourself and relate with him very well. Do you understand? And if it turns out that it's not so, you have to go back to your mother. Do you understand me?
That's my love.
2 DNA tests cannot give you. Do you understand? It can only be consistent. But if there's variation on this, you can have a third opinion. Go for a third one so that you can have a neutral. Do you understand? So the result is from Leeds DNA Laboratories, DNA Diagnostic Center, DDC test result, certificate of analysis. This is to satisfy that the result of DNA test conducted for Josie Chukuneye
Yes.
Jibuno and the child Ezinwa Jibuno has been perfectly analyzed as concisely summarized below. Before I read the result, I want to ask you a question. Because I still find it somehow that you can't trace your mother. You don't know the family house.
I know the family house.
Have you been to the family house?
Like I said, they are all dead.
Where is she from?
From my Kukibo, from my village.
From?
From my Kukibo in Delta State.
If you go there.
If I can throw some light, ma.
Okay.
She has an uncle. He has an uncle. The uncle name is Chief Joseph Abuamedo. He's the Owolo of Akuku. He's the uncle.
Did you hear that? That's your mother's brother, right?
Yeah, but they are not from, it's not the same mother. So
It doesn't matter. It's a relative. You can be cousin. You can have a
And the same
nephew.
father.
You
Yeah,
can have
the same
a niece. You say the same father.
the same
Your
father,
father
but not
with
the
the
same
mother.
He knows your mom. He knows the family.
Yeah, it's not the same mother, but
It doesn't matter. Go to that person. Look, you've not seen non-Nigerians that are coming from outside Nigeria to come and trace their root. Even the parents might be dead, but they will discover their cousins, their nephews, nieces, grand auntie or grand uncle. Do you understand? So trace that source. The alleged father is excluded as the biological father of the tested child. This conclusion is based on the non-matching alleles observed at the locally listed boy with a P1 equal to 0. The probability of paternity is 0%. Show it to him. You're going to have a copy of this as well. That's why you really need your mother at this stage. You've seen it. Just similar to the first one. It's the same thing, the one you submitted. You get a copy of this from the legal team. The two of you can have copies of this. You need to go and go to your mother's family house. Please assist him. Forget about whatever he could have done to you. At this point, he needs to trace his root as well. Because that's a gap.
He has uncles. He has aunties. You cannot deny it.
So why don't you go to
And
them?
I'm telling him, go to your mother. Ask her who is your father. But I am not. Huh? Right from childhood.
But now,
the uncles and the aunties, they are there now.
surviving.
Yes.
Why don't you?
One of the uncles is living well. He's in US. He even came back this year.
Why don't you want to go to them? Do you have a reason why you don't want to go to them?
The only one who I know is this Oworo that he's talking about. But they are not good with my mother.
All those aunties, uncles that you know, right?
You don't know Eliza. You don't know the sister Mary. You don't know Noel.
I don't know that.
Do you have their numbers, phone numbers?
I don't have their number. You see, the one I should have the number is the Oworo, the chief in the village.
Go to Uworo. Get those names from him. All these names you just mentioned. Tell Uworo that you were told by him that these are your mother's relatives. And if there are other relatives that he knows, when you get it, find out those that were close to your mom about that period. It could be among her friends. Because usually between ladies, you know who your friend is dating. There might be one of them that will be able to tell you at the point your mom, before your mom, because now it's like his allegation is it was before or was it after you met her? Ever before she conceived?
Yes. Because the gestation period,
Like a year
more than a year and 6
after.
months. How can I?
You understand? So find out, first of all, you find out the period that your mom was dating him. And who did she date after that? You need to go and trace it. Because if you do DNA 40 times, it's not as if you have 2%, 5% or something that could be varying. It's zero.